Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a donkey named Harold who had an existential crisis. He had always been content with his life as a farmer, but one day he found himself wondering, is this all there is? Is this what my life is meant to be? He spent his days tending to his crops and his nights staring up at the stars, contemplating his purpose in life. It was on one such night, while lying in a field of grass, that a supernova caught his attention. As the bright light filled the sky, Harold had an epiphany. He realized that life is short and that he needed to follow his dreams, no matter how crazy they may seem. And so, Harold set off on a journey to become a chef. He traveled to different planets, trying new foods and learning new techniques. He spent years studying under the greatest chefs in the galaxy, and eventually, he became a master of his craft. One day, Harold returned to his home planet, and opened his own restaurant. He called it Supernova Cafe, and it quickly became the hottest spot in town. His signature dish, the Supernova Surprise, was unlike anything anyone had ever tasted before. It was a combination of flavors and spices that perfectly balanced each other, and it was said that whoever ate it would be forever changed. The cafe was unlike any other in the galaxy. Harold had decorated it with elements from his travels, and the walls were adorned with beautiful murals depicting the different planets he had visited. The cafe was always bustling with activity, and the aroma of the delicious dishes that Harold cooked wafted through the air, making everyone who entered the cafe feel like they were in heaven. One day, a group of aliens came to the cafe, looking for a place to rest. They were weary from their long journey and had heard about the legendary Supernova Surprise. Harold welcomed them with open arms and served them the dish, along with a hot cup of coffee. The aliens were blown away by the taste and the experience. They couldn't stop praising Harold and his cooking, and they even went as far as to say that the Supernova Surprise had changed their lives. From that day on, the cafe became a destination for travelers from all over the galaxy. People came from far and wide to taste the Supernova Surprise and to meet Harold, the donkey chef who had changed the culinary scene with his unique blend of flavors and spices. As Harold sat in his cafe, sipping on a hot cup of coffee, he couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. He had followed his dreams, and it had led him to where he was meant to be. And as he looked up at the sky, he saw another supernova approaching, but this time, instead of feeling fear, he felt a sense of wonder and excitement for what the future held. Just as Harold was about to close the cafe, he was approached by a group of scientists who had been studying the supernova. They explained to Harold that the supernova was actually a giant, sentient being, and that his cooking had been so delicious that it had caused the being to explode with pleasure. The scientists also revealed that the being had been so impressed with Harold's cooking that it had decided to make him the official chef of the galaxy. Harold couldn't believe his ears. He had never expected his passion for cooking to lead to such an incredible opportunity. And so, with a smile on his face and a hot cup of coffee in hand, Harold set off on his new journey, ready to cook for the stars themselves. The end.